It says I'm a speaker, so I might just restart my phone.
It says you're a co-host, so.
Oh, now it does. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so it says we're live streaming on X, so that's good.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Everybody's so happy.
Yeah.
To be live streamers.
Okay.
Did you ever think that you would have a YouTube channel? When everybody was going to make money with YouTube, and then we laughed at them.
No.
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 You never thought you'd be a YouTuber?
No, I never thought that at all.
Welcome to Pet Chat.
Hey, everybody. We'll get started in a couple minutes.
Stories and questions we love to share. Bernoulli's chaos, we'll dive in. And Beaker's on the couch again.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pet Chat. We'll get started right away. All right. We are live on Instagram now, too.
From morning till night. Ginger, our city girl, cool, clever, and sly, gives every dog a judgmental lie.
Now we're early, so we're probably not going to have the same number of people, and that's just what it is. I posted about 3 hours ago that we were going to start early on X, and then I forgot to make some kind of announcement on Instagram and Facebook about Pet Chat. So, but we're here. We might as well get going. Hello, pet enthusiasts. My name is Jason Zakowski. I'm the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and the cat dad of Bricks and Ginger. My co-host with the mostest is...
Hi there, I'm Chris Zakowski, and I am the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and the cat mom to Bricks. And Ginger still has my heart. We had her for a visit, and oh boy, we miss her already. And Bricks misses her too. That'll be part of our stories of the week.
Yeah. Welcome to Pet Chat. We're starting a bit early because, Chris, you've got a party tonight you're going to.
My friend is having a milestone birthday party, and she invited me, and I thought, wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to it.
Yeah. So in order to have Chris here, we had to start early. So I know I did a poor job of telling everybody we were starting early. So we have who we have. They can catch the replay on Twitter and Facebook, or X and Facebook, because there's recordings done there. Look who I have.
Yeah. Although Jason, today when I was doing the books for the business, he sat on my lap at the kitchen table for a very long time, and it was amazing and perfect, and I did not want to move.
He's a cutie. All right, we start Pet Chat with some questions, like Q&A. So if you have some questions for us, type them up, put them in. And then folks on Twitter or X, you can type them into the chat. I do see Kelly, you're listening in, you're watching live on X or X streaming. There was an error that it was down, but it looks like it's up and it's working. So yeah, it's good to see, like Kelly just said, hi, Brixie. And then we got a really nice comment from Facebook. Allie said, I love you all so much. Thank you for sharing your babies with us. Big hugs from South Carolina. Aw, that's really nice.
Aw, nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a question, we do a little bit of Q&A before we do the stories of the week. And then we'll probably have a relatively short pet chat today. We missed last Saturday. It's probably going to be part of we had a busy week. I'll tell you that. Very busy week.
And last week was Valentine's Day.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes, and then we went up to Edmonton for Chesnuli.
Yeah, that was so fun. That was really fun with Marla. Okay, so we do have a question come in from P. Feldscher. P. Feldscher says, is Beaker warming up to Bricks? Sorry, I just got the hiccups. And the answer is, yeah, Beaker is warming up the bricks quite a bit. We have video evidence of it today, where they were almost touching and they were cuddling on the couch. Not cuddling, touching, but sleeping right next to each other.
Bricks walked on her.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is live. Hi, Brixie. Hi, kitty.
Yeah.
No, he walked on her and she was like, oh, icky, but it's all right.
Yeah. So yeah, their relationship is warming up, which is really nice to see. From Facebook, we have Kari, do Bernoulli and Bricks sleep together?
I think that's Carrie.
Oh, Carrie?
Maybe
Okay.
Kari. Maybe Kari.
Yeah. The answer is no. Bernoulli just loves Bricks, but Bricks, Bernoulli doesn't sleep where Bricks likes to sleep. Bernoulli will jump up on the couch, and then I think just like Bunsen, he gets hot. So Bernoulli actually sleeps right next to Bunsen most of the time, which is cute.
You can see them. Well, Beaker's butt's in the way, but you can see behind the scenes when Beaker moves. Bye, kitty. Bye. Bye, Beaks. Beaker. You'll see the two dogs sleeping behind her.
Yeah. Well, I gave them chews. So yeah. This is a good one. This will probably lead into our story. Elaine has a good one. Elaine's watching on Facebook. Is Ginger okay with Bricks? Yes. That will probably be, we'll elaborate on that in a little bit. The answer is yes.
Susan in the chat here asks, how's Gord?
Go for it, Chris.
Every day is a joy of getting stronger, and we're just looking at avenues of how we can support him more on the health journey, which is super, super important to, go to any avenue that we can to make sure that he has the best possible outcome. Like we've been doing things in town, but we want to, like, as part of the hospital, they said post-surgery there would be some, physio and maybe occupational therapy or other kinds of things like that. So we want to definitely explore those avenues. And he's got some appointments coming up that are really promising. So yeah, we're really excited and continue to be hopeful for a full recovery. Yeah.
The big thing last week is he's making his meals himself, right? He's able to stand for long enough and make meals. I don't mind cooking for everybody, but yeah, like he's been able to make some of his meals that he wants to eat. So that's been a big improvement. A couple more questions here that have come in. Bernoulli sounds Greek. Well, where is the name Bernoulli from, Chris?
It's from Bernoulli's principle.
Yeah.
It's from a Swiss.
Yeah.
Mathematician. I would say more mathematician, James.
Yeah.
James Bernoulli.
Well, there's a whole family of them. They're Go ahead. Yeah,
there's a whole family of them. Daniel, is it Daniel Bernoulli? Daniel, I think is
Daniel,
the one.
But there's a whole family of scientists. Yeah.
Yes, with the last name Bernoulli, and Bernoulli is credited for the science and the mechanics behind flight. And this is just such a good story. We were driving 6 hours to get Bernoulli, and he had no name yet. He was Big Red because he had a red collar, and we knew we were going to get a male, and we were running through a whole bunch of different names and like all the sites. Like I'm thinking, Jason was thinking maybe a element on the periodic table, like boron. I'm like, no, Jason, boron sounds like moron. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. But we had a whole bunch of different names. And then finally I said, what about Bernoulli? And Jason, your voice caught. You're like, that is perfect. That
Yeah.
is perfect. And it was, because our account is all about being uplifting, and the science of light and lift. Did Bernoulli come downstairs?
Yeah, Bernoulli can open the baby gate, so he's here now.
Yeah.
Here he is.
So that's hello.
Bernoulli's here. Beaker has also come downstairs. Hello,
Yes,
Beaker.
because Bernoulli has done that at Waggles. He has gotten through the gates at Waggles, so he can figure it out. And so, bye any kind of barrier. Hi, buddy. Oh, now Bunsen's down here with me.
Okay, well, he can go with you, and I'll take these two dogs, and then we'll have a camera that goes nowhere. So that's fine. They're with me. I've got Beaker and I've got Bernoulli. They'll be just fine. But I think I might turn off that camera because there's no way they're going to be back. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that, everybody. There's going to be no dog camera because the dogs are with us because Bernoulli smashes the baby gate up and pushes it forward so he can open the baby gate. Okay, we wait that. Okay, you wait that way.
You have to be careful. Like, I was in here and he was trying to eat the baby Yoda. That's like, Adam has cute little figurines in his room. This is Adam's former room. And so there's little cute things all over it, little figurines, and Bernoulli likes to eat them because Bricks knocks them on the floor. And then once they're on the floor, they're fair game. I know. So now I have Bunsen because Bernoulli can get his way. He's like, oh yeah, Kool-Aid man, nothing can keep me here. Yeah.
Okay, a couple more questions, Chris. Good one on Instagram from Jan Wozniewski. Do you stay in touch with the family of the dog you found in the woods? So that video went mega viral. I reposted it like 4 months ago, and it went. I got asked by a news agency if I would license it to them, which I'm kind of resident to, but it's an older clip, and I was like, fine. But a couple big news outlets picked it up. So it was in People, and it was in Yahoo News and USA Today. I'm waiting for them to contact me about it. So long story short is no, we don't have any contact with the family. It happened so quickly. Bailey's owner was an elderly lady. I think she was a widow. And she had health issues. So she was kind of homebound, and it was her grandson that came and got Bailey from us, right, Chris? It was the grandson. And it happened like so fast. He drove up. He was very thankful, but it wasn't his dog, right? It wasn't his dog. He was very thankful. And then that was it. Bailey was whisked away. And aside from, like, I think the lady called us and left a message thanking us. Aside from that, like, that was the last conversation we really had with her. We were just, it's not our business, and we were happy that Bailey was back with her family. So that was kind of.
I did reach out after.
You did?
Call.
Okay.
I did call, and I said, "How is Bailey doing?" She had a bit of an ordeal, and then I asked if we could tell the story on social media.
Right.
And they said yes. And then after that point, I didn't want to keep calling.
Yeah. So that's that. Jailbreak, somebody said. Yep, Bernoulli did a jailbreak.
Yeah, it's like that show.
So we'll talk about the Valentine stuff because there's a bunch of questions about that. And then people liked the Olympic Cup video where they were jumping. Where's Bricks? Somebody said, "Where's Bricks?" I don't know. I don't know where Bricks is. He's around. Okay, any questions on Twitter? We can get to the stories of the week, because that'll answer like a whole bunch of questions that people have that are all about the same.
Well, Paula mentioned that today is Trixie's 3rd birthday.
Right.
So that's super cute. And she made a little card for her because she said that My mom says I'm too grouchy to wear a hat or something.
Yeah. So happy birthday to Trixie, Paula's doggy.
Yeah, and Canada won in curling. Oh, Bianca said no live stream on X today 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, I got an error saying that streaming was down for many people on X. So that's kind of beyond our control. So if you're on X and you want to see the video, the best quality is on our Facebook page. So that's the best quality. Instagram is not bad. So there's a lot of people who watch us on Instagram. But yeah, the X video is down, and I can't, once everything is going, it's hard for me to like go into the woodwork and figuring it out. Oh, some people are watching it on X. Okay. I think it's down for some people, not everybody, and it might not show up on your feed. So yeah. Okay, so we'll start with the stories of the week. The first big story, I'm not sure what happened to Chris. I think she's wrangling Bunsen. Is on Saturday, last Saturday, we drove up to Edmonton with Bernoulli, and he got to have a date with Chesney, the service Roddy. And of course, we got to visit Marla and Jason. So Marla is the trainer of Chesney. And we also got to spend some time with Kenji, which is the little Rottweiler, not so little anymore, but it was like, how long were we there? 2 or 3 hours? It was just so much fun. It was so much fun. Like, Marla's dogs are so friendly and so cuddly. And then but like Bernoulli loves Chesney and Chesney loves Bernoulli. So they were both so excited to see each other. And then there was a little meatball date, and it was very sweet. But the best part was when Chesney took 3 of the 4 meatballs very, very sneakily and very, very daintily. And then Bernoulli only got 1 meatball. And it was like a laugh out loud funny. We were, Marla and you and I, we were just busting a gut. So anything else you want to add about that, Chris? That's the date, the Valentine's Day date story.
Yeah, the Valentine's Day date story. It was so funny because she took 2 and then she's like, maybe I can get 3. Like you could see her calculating that, oh yeah, I got this. I got 3. And Bernoulli was like, what is happening? And he just let her do it.
He was just being a gentleman, right? He was just being a gentleman. So yeah, because he's a good boy. Okay. He
is a good boy. We also had a Zoom date with Benny and Beaker.
Yeah.
And so that one happened. We released it on Valentine's Day, but we had taped it a couple days earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. And Lisa, who is Benny's mom, so she has 2 golden retrievers, Benny and Bowie, Benson and Bowie. And she is like a phenomenal like presentation type person. So she made like a beef Wellington for the B-roll and some of the clips just for the Valentine's date, and then like laid out this beautiful spread where that Benson would have put out for Beaker. And then we did the Zoom date. It was very sweet and very cute. So it's silly, it's so silly, but like a lot of people, it resonates with a lot of people that, I think social media needs as much silly and sweet as possible, because it's can be not so silly and sweet.
Yeah, people live for the Valentine's dates. They love them.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe how wonderful Lisa sets everything out. Like,
yeah.
And then we set out like a cloth and like some background. I just think back to the one of the first or second ones that we did. I had set out a blanket and it was all getting ready, and then Bunsen threw up on it. I just was like, this is a lot.
Yeah. There you go. We picked up Adam and Annalise because they had reading week. So they came down after that and they brought Ginger. So
Yeah.
Ginger was in her cat carrier, and then Adam let her out for a little break. And the cute part was she's not a good traveler. Ginger does not like to travel. But once she got sat with Bernoulli, which is of all the places she could go, she sat with Bernoulli. We were kind of crammed in there because Annalise brought her big base home, and that took up the entire back of the Highlander. But Ginger just kind of like sat on the chair and tucked into Bernoulli, and Bernoulli was just so happy. He was sitting there so proud. And yeah, Ginger calmed down, and she was just totally fine to sit there for a bit. It's not super safe to have her out of the carrier, so it wasn't the whole trip, but it was a cute little thing that happened for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Bernoulli was clicked in. I bought these new clicker things that have been amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah. Instead of having the seatbelt strap go through the back of their seatbelt harness, you have this thing that just like clicks to the seatbelt, which saves so much time, so much hassle.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's so good.
Yeah, exactly. Then that week, we got to see Ginger. Oh, you've got Bricks. We got to see Ginger and Bricks warm up to each other, and Bricks just loved having Ginger around. Like, he followed her around, and she was also way better with him than when he was a little kitty. She was kind of a mean girl to him at times. She would hiss at him, but you thought that maybe the last time she was down, she wasn't feeling 100%.
No, she absolutely was not.
Yeah, but this time she was her old self. Like, she's not as she's not as cuddly as Bricks, but she came and went, and she jumped up to cuddle with people. And Bricks just tailed behind her, tried to play with her. He tried to like show that he was her friend, and he would flop on his back and do jazz hands at her. He'd be like, "Hi, I'm not a threat." It was super cute.
He did those jazz hands with you today.
Yeah, it was super cute. Yeah. So that was pretty sweet. And they like Ginger, I think maybe bopped him once, but he was like messing with her tail and wanting to play. So it was not an aggressive bop at all. And then you think that Bricks has been walking around looking for Ginger now.
He has.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's my bestie? Where's my friend?"
Yeah.
And so my heart's broken a little bit about that.
Oh, that's okay. But Bricks has us, and he's got the dogs. So he's got a busy house.
Yeah.
Amy said we need silly and sweet. Amy Coombs Lockman, and Julie says it's fun to care about your animal's family. I also have great cats and dogs. That's awesome, Julie. Okay, Chris, any other stories of the week?
Well, it was teachers convention, and I ran into a therapy dog. Right. And the lady, I'm like, "Oh, can you tell me about your dog?" And she's like, "Yeah, actually, her name is Ruby." And I said, "Do you bring her into school?" And she's like, "Oh, I teach grade 3." And she said, "Actually, I learned about the dog therapy program like at teachers convention." And I said, "Did you come to our session called Pets in the Classroom?" And she's like, "Yes, I knew I recognized you."
Oh my goodness.
So
that's amazing.
Yeah. So she took the knowledge from our convention session and did all the legwork to certify her dog. And she brings the dog into the school in grade 3.
That's so
and actually
cool.
In other classrooms too. Yeah. And so I actually spent a lot of time at that booth because Ruby was like leaning into me, and she was smelling my pockets. I said, either she smells my dogs or she knows I have treats in my pocket. And it was the treats in my pocket.
Everywhere dog owners go, you got pockets full of treats, and you got pockets full of poop bags.
And pockets full of sunshine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a real heartwarming story for me, because it's paying it forward, right? The knowledge that we shared was used in a positive way. And that's just one more therapy dog that's in the classroom.
Yeah. Well, that's a cool story. I didn't know that. And then Adam and Annalise went home. We drove them back up. And so now we're back to not having them. It was super awesome having them and Ginger around. It was very cool. The dogs, of course, just love Adam. So they were probably sad to see him go. But yeah, that's about it for stories of the week. It's been a couple weeks since we've done Pet Chat. So
it's been -40.
oh yeah.
So that's been super terrible. But we went out for a walk today with snowshoes because we had a huge dump of snow too. And Jason's like, oh, I think it's -10. No, that's degrees Celsius where we live. No, my face was frozen. He was not telling the truth.
It wasn't that cold.
It was cold, Jason.
It was pretty cold yesterday when I went. Yeah, I should have put snow pants on Beaker. I think where our thermometer is, it gets hit by the sun, so it skews a little warmer than it actually is. So you've got little Brixie.
And I have baby Bunsen, toddler time Bunsen.
He's having some toddler time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it snowed for an entire day straight. So there's a mound of snow. I think you have a video of me walking up playing with the dogs on the snow mound. Because I went out. Did you? You took a video of me on the snow mound.
I did.
Okay. I'll share my screen and I'll show it to everybody because let's see, present share screen. We want window this. Okay, let me know. Can you see me on the snow mound there, Chris?
It's coming.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. There you are.
Yeah. So I'm a tall guy, and that snow mountain, snow, whatever, the piled up snow from plowing, it's about 8.5 feet tall, 9 feet tall, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just about double my height. No, not quite double, but it's a lot of snow. Anyways. Okay, so we'll do some community sharing. And if you have some more questions, type them up and we'll get to your questions. So if you are on X and you'd like to come up to speak to ask a question and you're somebody we know, you can request. And if you're an unknown person, I'll try to get hold of you in the back end. And those of you watching live, if you have some more questions, go for it.
I'm trying to show little Brixie. But then I'm also showing the mess of the kids in the background.
I think it's just clutter. Like, isn't it blankets and then the inflatable mattress?
Yep. Yep, it is.
And all the crap that Adam didn't take with him.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I can't show Beaker because she's on the other side of the desk, but there is Bernoulli with my mug. There you go, bud.
Oh, and Steve is asking, still discovering more fancy features with the new car? Yes. We are able to toggle between Jason and my Bluetooth. Now, people might think, wow, that's really something you should know. Well, it isn't, because our old vehicle just had radio and CD player. Yeah. And so there was that. You really love the sunroof.
Yeah.
I learned how to turn on the heated steering wheel. I noticed you turned that off.
It's too hot for me. Yeah. The heated seats are too hot. You love them. I was like, no. Good question. There's a question, Chris, from Instagram. Jacob asks, what does it say on your sweatshirt?
Oh, it says this is totally covered in dog hair.
Right. And that's a good segue. That's a good segue, Chris.
Why?
Well, where'd you get it from?
Well, I got it from you for Valentine's Day, but you had ordered it and it didn't come in time for Christmas.
No. That is a sweatshirt from our sponsor, barkandbeyondsupply.com. Barkandbeyondsupply.com is a small family-owned company that got its start making joint supplements for dogs. They have toys and treats and dog mom, dog dad, cat mom, cat dad apparel at their website. As they are our sponsor, I'm just checking here on your phone. Oh, I can't see the newest messages on your phone, but they have a $10 gift certificate that somebody today will win. Okay, so do check out barkandbeyondsupply.com. That's our sponsor. I'm using Chris's phone, and the new like DMing system on Twitter is like encrypted. So you can't see. I can't see the new messages from Bark and Beyond. That's what the problem has been like the last couple weeks. But it is on my other phone,
which is upstairs.
Which is videoing nobody.
Yeah, because we have all the animals right down here with us.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you don't hear Bunsen. He's panting a bit.
He's being a little bit of a baby. Yep.
Yeah.
Elaine says heating steering wheels and seats are awesome, even in Florida. And then a follow-up question Elaine has: have you made any plans for Adam's room? Well,
no.
We might move the stuffed animal boxes into that room. That's what I was thinking. We have a few, I don't know. We haven't sold out of all of the stuffed animals that we have. They're actually in this room with me, and then there's the Bernoulli ones are in the garage. But that would be a way to kind of like make more room in the garage. We could just stack them in that room.
Yeah, there's that. But Adam might move home.
He might
in the summer. But I don't know, because he's still working on his degree, and he might stay up in Edmonton.
I think it's likely. I think it's likely he'll stay in Edmonton, Chris.
Yeah, because they have their apartment, and when you were in university and you went up to the U of A, you came home for the summer, and you worked as a lifeguard and a swim instructor. Yeah,
but you can't. What's the best way to say this? When I went to school, you did month by month. That was super common. Now you have to do 1-year leases.
Oh, yeah.
So that allowed me for 4 months to dip out of whatever place I found, just like move home. Right. So then I didn't have to pay rent for those 4 months of the summer. And then the stress was I always had to find a new place in September. But that was super common. It was very, very common for university people to be in whatever big city, and then you just dip out during the summer to go home and work. But it's different now. I think like Adam and Annalise had to sign a 1-year thing, so they're up there for the summer. Right? Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, Chris?
No, there aren't any that are showing up for me.
Okay. I'm checking. The Australians are saying how hot it is in Australia right now. So thank you for that.
I know. They're saying hello from the future, and the babies on the bobby or whatever they say. Crikey. That's Steve Irwin.
No, that's Crocodile Dundee.
No. Oh, Crocodile Dundee. Yes.
Yeah.
Put a shrimp on the bobby.
Yeah, I don't think they say that, Chris. It's like anybody who watches Bob and Doug McKenzie thinks that's what every Canadian is, right?
Gonna go for a 2-4, eh?
As I'm wearing flannel for the show today.
What you talking about?
Okay, stop that. I think we can probably do some wrap up. Is there a part 2 for the Olympics for the dogs? Yeah, I'll think of something. The Olympics are almost over though, aren't they? Like they're done like soon. I think, aren't they?
Well, there's the Paralympics after.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So they'll go for at least another 2 weeks.
Right. I'll think of something. I need the time to set it up, and I had just enough time. Oh, that's true. Mia said about Adam, like it's not easy to rent with pets, and once you get a place that allows them, you keep it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
To be fair, I'm stunned. I am stunned at how lenient their landlord is.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Ben has a cat and Adam has a cat, and they're paying just like a cat fee.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, maybe you won't find a place that takes cats, and Ginger could stay at home.
Ginger doesn't have to go. Yes, I remember this, and you were very, very sad when Adam found a place that allows cats. But that whole building is pet friendly. Like Adam says, there's dogs everywhere in that building. Yeah, so it's just a pet friendly building. Yeah. And Elaine says a very Canadian thing that no Canadian ever says, but is take off, you hosers.
Hoser.
We only say that when we're trying to be a stereotypical Canadian or tricking Americans. Okay, should we do some wrap up?
I'm surprised no one wants to come up to share.
Yeah, but Chris, we're in the wrong time, right? Like,
yeah, we're in the wrong time.
This is the wrong time because we had to start early. Okay, so we'll do the draw for barkandbeyondsupply.com. Let us know if you're watching live. So comment on Instagram if you want to be in the draw, and if you're watching live on X Live, Facebook Live, or YouTube, drop a comment. Maybe like what your pet name or one of our pet names, just so I can make sure that you're here for the draw. Jacob's like, what does that even mean? Take off, you hoser. So hoser is like somebody who's stupid, and take off means like get out of here. So it's like get out of here, loser. That's what take off hoser means.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, give us a comment, and we'll put you in the draw. Good chance of winning today. Good chance of winning today. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say, Steve Mansberger in the chat was asking about Gord, and then also Bunsen. Are they still doing well? And of course, we had a conversation today about Bunsen because he'll be 9 in May, and we just love him so much. And we were talking about how well he's been doing. He hasn't had any, Achilles heel issues because he had those in the past, depending on how thick the snow was in the winter. But I think it all had to do with his gait and how he was carrying around that huge mass inside of him, which definitely threw out his neck last year. But this year he's been stellar. He has been such a good boy, super healthy.
Good.
If we took those like skin tag things off, and I think if he gets them again, I'm just going to leave them on.
Yeah.
Because that was a pain.
The little one could have stayed, but that big one on his elbow, like it had tripled in size in like a very short amount of time.
Yeah,
so I was worried that it might be cancerous, and they tested it. It wasn't. It was pretty low likelihood that it was cancerous, but I was just worried how big it got so quickly. Okay.
And Steve also asked, did you see the dog getting a medal in skiing? I have never seen so many dogs just running about in the Olympic area than this Olympics. It's wild.
The wolf dog named Nazgul. Yeah. There was a clip of a mountain goat running up.
Yes, I saw that too.
But that was AI. That was debunked as fake.
Oh, shoot. Because they're probably just trying to cash in on the animal
Mhm.
excitement, which is rude. Susan says, love Bark and Beyond. And Steve is asking, how's Brix's Stuffy going? Oh, Susan said that she's trying to request and it's not working. So
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Susan. There is something wrong with Twitter. It's being held together by popsicle sticks and glue. So, because I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, Twitter is not super stable most days. Sorry about that. Okay, so we'll do the draw, and then there's another couple questions that came in. So there's 22 people in the draw, 22, and then plus the folks on X who are listening. So that looks like another 13 people. 15 people. So that is 43 total. Random number 43. Number 29. Okay, so that is probably going to be. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sorry, everybody. We got more people watching than I thought. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, our winner is watching on Facebook, and that is Cindy Des Oiners. Cindy Des Oiners. I'm going to put your comment up. You're watching from Barrie, Ontario. So congratulations. You have won the Bark and Beyond Supply.com gift card. So Cindy, you can DM us through Facebook or contact Bark. What happened? What are you laughing
I'm
about?
just like, D nice. Is there any D nice here? Do you mean Denise?
Cindy.
AA Ron? Is there an AA Ron here?
Okay, I'm trying my best.
Do you mean Aaron?
Stop.
So funny.
If you've been watching the show, you know there's some things I struggle pronunciation. I struggle with my pronunciation. So
yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, there's some things I can't say.
There's a comment in the chat here on Twitter. Hi, Kalev's dad here. It's his 3rd birthday in 2 weeks. Hope you'll let me greet him on the air on March 7th. And I would say I hope so too, because hopefully Twitter has figured out the request, and
yeah,
I don't know why it won't let Susan request.
I don't know. Like I said, well, Chris said it better. She said it's being held together by popsicle sticks and rubber bands. So that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But yes, Kalev's dad, for sure. If we will welcome you, but we just have to hope it works.
We'll just do a couple quick last comments before we wrap up. Sunny said, I went to a dog birthday party yesterday. That's so fun. And then this is a good question from Carrie or Kari. When you decided to take Bernoulli, who chose him, Chris or Jason? Well, who chose Bernoulli?
I did.
Yeah, Chris did. Yep. Yeah,
He was the only one not biting my face. And he was super cute, and he was like, they said that he's mischievous, but not like the instigator of the mischievousness. And he kind of looks back and then decides if he's going to get in on it. And that's pretty much Bernoulli. He's like, oh, I see the gates open. Maybe I can figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah. You loved his personality and you loved his paws. That's what you loved.
And yeah, his personality, and I loved his looks too.
He has very cute paws.
And a very cute puppy.
Oh, somebody said I'm the science guy, not the English guy. Yeah, that's why.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's funny because you're the science man. Will the science man be here tomorrow?
I didn't get to share that.
did-
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Jason went to Calgary to do teachers convention. He was a presenter, and it was
Mhm.
like a super fun activity that you did. And
Yeah.
the kids were all like, woo, jazz hands. And then will the science man be here tomorrow?
Yeah. No.
No. But
I
you
did
will be
get-
back. Like they do want you back.
Yeah, I did get some feedback from the convention. They were like, it made me feel really good, and I have got all misty-eyed because they're like, the convention organizer was like, your session was by far the most talked about session in all of teachers convention. And there's hundreds of sessions and thousands of teachers there. So that was it felt really good, but I knew how special it was because of, how much fun the teachers were having. Right. Yeah. It was very hands-on and very crazy. And I did a post about it with that shrimp, like the Muppet shrimp. So
Yeah, I saw that. That was so funny.
yeah. Yeah, so they will have me back. The Calgary Library will have me back. The long and short of it. Oops, sorry.
I know you were worried about that because like sometimes you were worried about, the library being a quiet environment and the typical kind of stereotypical library setting, and you had it be very lively and the opposite of quiet.
No, it was not quiet at all. It was the loudest thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheering from the first row and then there was other levels of the library and they were looking over the edge and cheering.
Yeah. And that was helpful too, because some of the stuff shot up there and they would chuck it back down. Some like with glee. I think there was a bunch of day camp kids up there. Yeah. Peeking over the top. Well, I think we'll wrap it up because you've got to get ready for your thing. And I think this is a good place to kind of stop it. Because I'm getting nudged by Bernoulli here. Hi, bud. How are you? Mwah. Love you. I can't really see him on. There we go. He does this noodle thing.
There's his goober face.
Puts his head back like this. Hi, bud. You're a good boy.
He is such a good boy.
Yeah. Look at this. He's such a goober. Such a goober.
Yeah.
That's him. That's Bernoulli. Not
That's
dignified.
Bernoulli.
Not dignified like Bunsen at all. Just a goober.
No.
Yeah.
And not biting our face.
No.
Like as the little puppy, he didn't, and I'm like, I like that about you. And he doesn't bite. He's just so cute.
Yeah. He barks though. We're working on that.
He does bark.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for everybody coming to the early pet chat. Chris has a thing she's got to get to at 6:30. So really appreciate everybody coming early, and we'll be hopefully back at the regular time next week, 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come with your questions, and if you have any stories, you can type those up to share. And to everybody who missed the time change, I'm sorry about that. I kind of dropped the ball, and I should have been telling everybody like a day early, because I think I knew yesterday you had this thing, or maybe early this morning. Anyways, anything else to add, Chris?
Thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate you sharing in our community and our stories. And I apologize in advance for the technology not working, because we always love to hear from you, live action, being able to speak. But for whatever reason, that wasn't working today. So just thanks again, and take care.
Yeah, take care, everybody. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.